So what's been new with you? You still in Santa Fe?
Unfortunately, right? I am still in Santa Fe. Same old same. I really can't. I don't know where to start. I mean, there's been a lot that happened since the last time I seen you.
Okay.
um,
Well, hold on. Let me do this intro. We'll before I dig too deep into this, we'll
Okay.
get an introduction going. Welcome to Ordinary Joe's Extraordinary Stories, the podcast that shines a light on ordinary people and their extraordinary stories. From small towns to big cities, we're sharing the real, raw, and inspiring moments that connect us all. Because every voice matters, every story counts. This is Ordinary Joe's Extraordinary Stories. Welcome back, Joes. I see you. Thanks for joining us again. I got another special guest in the studio, my good friend Carlton Jefferson. It's been a long time since I've seen this man, but by coincidence ran into him. So we're gonna have a chat and a little catch up, and you're gonna join us for this. So Carlton, welcome to the studio, man. Thanks for coming down today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. All right, so I always start these things with how we know each other. So let's go back to how we met, which I can't even really remember how we met.
Oh man, we met through basically like the Santa Fe car scene.
That's where I was gonna go with that. Yeah. I don't know specifically who introduced us.
I think it was my cousin Hershey, Joseph.
No, because I didn't meet him until after I met you.
Oh.
I didn't know you guys were cousins. That's wild.
Yeah, that is my cousin.
Bro, that's crazy. That's a whole nother layer.
Yeah, unfortunately. That was my
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It had to be the Santa Fe car scene.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know directly, but yeah, I still see. What's his name? He used to work with you there too. He works at Tesla now.
Javi.
I see Javi all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, because I have one of those Teslas, unfortunately. But unfortunately again, but yeah.
I don't know if it's unfortunate. It's a good product. It's just too bad. The unfortunate part is the founder. So
the politics that goes into it right now.
Oh, for sure.
Excellent cars, yeah, for sure. I mean, we have one, and I don't even get to drive it. My wife takes
it. That's great. Well, to that note, I do appreciate the eco-friendly aspect of it. Although the battery's creation is probably not the most eco-friendly thing, but that being said, it's a good. They're trying to go somewhere good with it, so I appreciate that.
I feel like you get your bang for your buck. I will be honest with you.
Yeah, but have you looked into the Chinese manufacturers lately?
Yeah,
bro, they're making some dope cars. Like, I don't know, Tesla's gonna get a run for its money. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, which is a good thing, right? That's what we want.
For sure, we want that.
That's what we want.
If Trump will allow them in. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
You're good.
So this is weird because I just ran into you coincidentally. Well, didn't even run into you. I just seen you and found out that we work at the same place. That's fucking wild.
I know.
So let's backtrack a little bit. After we met through the car scene, you ended up living with me and Sarah for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was cool.
Yeah, me and Mark. You remember Mark, right?
Mark.
Yeah, my boy Mark. They used to come with us all the time. You remember you guys. You guys are the reason why we have our nicotine addiction. Well, we had. I don't have a nicotine addiction anymore. But
hold on. We smoked hookah, bro. There's a big difference between
but you and Sarah used to smoke hookah to another level.
Yeah,
for sure.
We
would go through like 10 bowls a night, and I'd be like,
for sure.
So it was an interesting time. So
yeah.
I loved it. I loved that time. That was a great time.
Tell me, let's backtrack to your childhood. I want to know about where you came from. So you didn't grow up here in New Mexico.
Not at all.
Tell me about where you did grow up.
So I am from Miami, Florida.
You're from Miami?
Yeah.
Bro, shit, I'm learning new shit about you here. This is wild.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You never told me that. No.
Tell you that
the only thing we discussed was Atlanta. So
yeah, so I'm half black and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I was born in Miami, Florida. What happened, how I got to Atlanta was Hurricane Andrew.
No shit.
In Miami, and my family was like, we're not doing this anymore.
We're
not going through any more hurricanes. And then we moved to Atlanta. And that's why most things about me is Georgia oriented, because of the fact I was raised in Atlanta.
That's wild.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so how old were you when you moved up to Georgia, to Atlanta?
6 years old, 6.
Okay, so pretty much the majority of your life was
so I would go back to Miami like every summer. So
oh, okay.
I mean, every summer I would be in Miami. Majority of the year I would be in Atlanta. So it was still like I always went back and enjoyed things in Florida. But because majority of my family is from Florida, so everything was Florida oriented.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I was raised in Atlanta.
And which one do you like more? Which one do you feel?
I feel like they both bring something different. So it depends on what you want, right? I'm a connoisseur of, I love rain, even though I live in New Mexico, right? Which is kind of ironic.
Wait, did you say rain?
Yeah, rain. I love rain, but it doesn't rain here. So when it rains in New Mexico, I'm like standing outside and all happy. It doesn't rain here like that, but it rains every day in Miami. So every day.
No shit, really?
Every day.
But is it? That's a weird concept to think of, because when you think about rain, you think about Seattle.
Yeah, so like it rains every day in Seattle too. Yeah, I have family there too.
But it's not like dreary in Miami.
No. So like literally, it's the humidity, right? The humidity is just so high that when it's the clouds and the humidity mix, it just rains a little bit and then it stops. So like it'll rain for like a minute, maybe two. And
okay.
It looks like it never rained.
And what's the difference between that and Atlanta?
Well, the cultures in Atlanta and the cultures in Miami is just completely different. Miami, cultures in Atlanta and culture in Miami are completely different. Miami's culture is way more Latin oriented.
Okay.
There's beaches, there's water everywhere.
For sure.
Where Atlanta is way more of a mixed culture, like 100% mixed, to where you're dealing with everyone, like, Latinos, Asians, whatever anybody represents themselves as, you deal with that every day in Atlanta. So that gave me a different perspective of growing up.
Interesting.
Which is like, because I went to school with a lot of Asians.
Yeah.
And there was this perspective that, Asians are good at schoolwork and stuff like that, and that's not true. I seen it, right? And then I went to school with a lot of Latinos, a lot of white individuals, the only thing that we didn't have in Atlanta are Native Americans. I never met Native Americans.
No shit.
So I joined the Marine Corps. So it was interesting. Like I said. But growing up in Atlanta was probably a better perspective, like I said, because where I lived in Atlanta was right down the street from the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and it was just like I said, the car scene. We grew up in a time where Fast and the Furious was coming.
Yeah, buddy.
Nope was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Nope National.
Yeah, it was still so. But
that's
so
fire.
I lived down the street from the Nope store. It was crazy. Summit was right down the street from me.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Atlanta was a very, very car-oriented area. So
yeah,
I love that.
So I'm taking it that's where you got your love of cars.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't from your parents or anything like that?
No.
It was just the scene that you grew up in?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So, okay, we got to talk about cars, but we'll get to that. Tell me about your military experience, because you joined the military.
Yeah, so I went to college in Texas. I played football for Baylor University.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you knew these things.
I didn't know any of these things, bro.
Yeah, so
we never got this deep in conversation before. This is
we
wild.
probably did. It probably just didn't matter back then.
I don't know. I keep some factors in my head, so I think that would have been like one of the things I kept. So wait, tell me about your college experience in Texas. That's wild.
Yeah, Texas was pretty cool. I love Texas as a state.
Which college did you go to?
Baylor. Baylor's in Waco. So
Waco.
It's right between Dallas and Austin.
Okay, isn't that coastal?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's right. It's right in the middle of the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's right between Dallas and Austin. So we would either go party at TCU in Fort Worth, or we go party at UT in Austin, University of Texas. Okay. So it's pretty cool. Like Baylor was very religious.
Okay.
I had an option. I could either go play football at Clemson, go to the Air Force Academy, or go to Baylor.
Okay.
My mom wanted me to go to the Air Force Academy. For sure. It was just one of those situations where she was.
Is military big in your family?
No. But the Air Force Academy was structured, right? Like you had rules. You had to be in bed. You had curfews at 8:00.
Well, now does that play into you as a child? Like maybe she think you need more structure, or
I wasn't a bad child, but I wasn't like a good child. I'll be honest. I was the type that would sneak out, stuff like that.
That's kind of normal.
Well, yeah, but she just felt that was a guaranteed way of success, right? Because they're going to be pushing you to make sure that you become a Air Force officer, right? So that's what it was all about to her. And
Air Force. You're my first Air. No, you're my second Air Force guy.
Well, so I didn't go to the Air Force. I went to the Marines.
Oh.
I just turned that down because I was 18, and in my mind I was like, I'm not trying to go straight into a professional atmosphere, right? I want to live college. Like, that's what, college is supposed to be partying. And so I went to go visit Baylor, and they were like, you're going to mass every Wednesday, right? It's church every Sunday. But I was sitting here like, I'm not going to school here. And then I'm walking with my student advisor, which is also another student. He was like, listen, I know this sounds, but then we went down the street and the girls gone wild busted there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to school here. They're already partying and drinking. So Baylor was an interesting experience. So we did that. And I played football there. I went from, when I was playing football there for 2 years, Guy Morris was the coach. And that's when we were horrible.
Okay.
And then 2 years after Guy Morris was the coach, Art Browse came. And that's during the RG3 era. So Robert Griffin, my junior year is when Robert Griffin Jr. came. No, Robert Griffin III came. And that's when we started becoming a decent school. And the parties got even bigger. Like, I went to my first and only 30 kegger in Austin, Texas. It was crazy.
30?
Oh, it's crazy. I was crazy. I thought we were all going to jail that night. We did not. So it was an interesting experience. Baylor was was kind of like, you study hard, you work hard, right? You party hard, but you also better pray hard. So it was one of those. It was a different experience.
How did the college experience, especially going to such a religious school, how did that play into your personal feelings on religion?
That's a good question. I've always been a devout believer of God, right?
Okay.
So it helped. It helped me look at religious aspects from different perspectives. So it made me understand people who grew up differently. For example, like Mormons. Like, we talk so bad about them, but it made me understand why they look at things the way they look at it.
Okay.
It made me understand why Catholics look at things the way they look at it. And Baptists and Pentecostal, it made me just look at Methodists. It made me look at all the ways differently. So it also brought us different. There used to be some crazy fights. Like, people will get to boxing over this because it's conversation over your beliefs.
Yeah.
But it made me grow personally to understand that a lot of people do not study for themselves. What they do is they take other people's words. Instead of reading for themselves. And that was like a prime thing we used to talk about there.
That's wild. So, you can see it in modern society everywhere. Like, it's all around us. That's facts.
Yeah, they don't read for themselves. So.
Right. No research.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people have misunderstandings where they feel as though you are supposed to be perfect if you're religious.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're confused. Did you not read it? It basically already says you're gonna make mistakes. You're flawed. So
that's interesting. I only ask because, I don't know, as you know, I'm not religious in the least bit, and I think that stemmed from, and I've said it before, growing up in the Pentecostal Christian church, we were in church more than we were out of church.
Yeah.
And I think that short stint that we did it, I mean, we were like avid about it for like 2 years or something like that. And those 2 years, I just got burnt out on the whole religion thing. And then as I got older, just, making decisions and researching things. And I don't know, it all was a put off for me, I think, which is wild. But, I kind of subscribe more to, if I had to pick a religion, I would say Buddhist, because it's just karma. You know what I mean? Like, what you put out in the world is what you're going to get back. And I really like that. So just be a good fucking person.
That's all it is.
All right. So how did you get to the military then? Well, first off, what did you get your degree in?
So I have a degree in aviation science.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've been flying planes since I was 16. You're making me feel bad.
What the fuck, dude? Okay, well, to be fair, like, the planes would have never been a subject that we would have talked about, but you don't know this, but now I'm a fucking huge av geek. Oh, wow. Huge.
Yeah, so I've been flying planes since I was like 15, 16
Wait, so you have a pilot license and everything?
Yeah, I have everything. I have a CFI-1 all the way up to CFI-1.
What the fuck?
So I could have got a CFI-2 and an ATP. I have enough hours. I just don't have the money.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking wild. All right, well, we can nerd out on that later, but
yeah.
So aviation, that's cool. All right, now lead me into how you got to the military.
I was sitting at Baylor one day, and I decided that I was tired of being broke. So these kids today, they get paid a lot of money to play football. We weren't getting anything, right? You just got maybe a meal plan and some housing. That was it. I was tired of being broke. Marine Corps. I went to all the branches, and I basically was talking to him. The Marine Corps was like, "Hey, we'll put you in this program called a PLC. We'll give you $6,000 for 6 months every semester, right? And you'd be an officer." And I was kind of like, okay, it sounds good. And then I decided I didn't want to do that, so I went to each branch and I was like, "Hey, look, this is my ASVAB scores I took, and I had like a 93 at the time, and they were like, "Hey, we'll take you," and I was like, "No, I'm trying to go like tomorrow." And everybody was like, the Air Force was like, "No, we're not taking you tomorrow. We just don't, right? We will give you a bonus and whatever, but we won't take you tomorrow." The Army was like, "We'll take you tomorrow, but we won't give you a bonus," and I was like, "No, like I want money, right? This is the whole purpose of me doing this. To me, right? I'm trying to get some money." The Navy, I walked in and I just saw the uniforms and I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't know. I didn't even give them a fair chance. And I walked into the Marine Corps and I walked in, I showed my scores and they was kind of like, "Get out." And I think that pissed me off. And I was like, "What?" So I left and then I came back and I'm like, "Why you kick me out?" And he's like, "I don't like your mentality." So I was my recruiter's first recruit too. So he came to me and we talked and he looked at my scores and he was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, I don't really, I was young and dumb at that time and I just wanted some money. I was like, whatever's going to help me out in the future.
Well, that's smart. That's a good way to approach it. Like,
yeah,
that's not a bad mentality at all. What
I was supposed to go Intel at first, but so I went through boot camp and I left as a next day recruit. So literally I was like in perfect shape. I mean, I was playing football. So like, he was just like, "Okay, cool." They offered me a $50,000 bonus.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, "Yeah, please." Like I'm a poor college student. Like I never, around my junior year, I was like, I'm not good enough to make it to the NFL, right? Like I don't have this drive, right? There's people, they're working out every day. They're going to practice every day. They have this different drive. They want to make it. Sure. I really don't care, right? I'm past that already.
Hold on real quick. The passion for football, was that something that you had going into Baylor and lost in Baylor? Or?
So it's different, right? When you're playing high school sports with your friends, right? These are your friends.
Yeah.
Right? You're just playing. It's like, yo, this is cool, right? I'm with my friends. I'm having a good time. We have a brotherhood. It's different. Sure. When you go to college, it's a job now, right? It's different, right?
Wow.
You're not
they're your coworkers.
Yeah, you're not amongst friends anymore, right? Because you're competing for these spots, right? There's esprit de corps to a degree because we're on the same team, right? But if I'm a wide receiver and you're a wide receiver, we're literally competing to who's going to get to play, right? And also who is going to be better and go to the NFL if that's your aspirations.
Damn.
So it becomes like, this is not entertaining anymore, right?
Okay.
And then now you're getting, and then you're trying to make it to the pros, right? And on the other team you're playing against, they're trying to make it to the pros. So I've always said that college football is way more aggressive than the NFL, because those individuals you're playing against are trying to make it pro too. They're trying to show that they're best. Sure. That's why you see them lay each other out. That's why you see them run even harder. I have always said it. And then once they make it to the NFL, you're like, what happened to all that skill? Because I made it now, right? I'm already guaranteed to make a couple years, right? Even I'm at least going to make the practice squad if I make it to the NFL. Then that's at least $250,000, $500,000, right? Just to practice. So it's a lot of money in it. So yeah. So I lost the passion around my junior year where I was kind of like, I'm tired of being broke.
Okay.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want some money. It would have been different if it was today, where these kids are making a lot of money in college. So if I was in college now, I would have been like, I'm staying. I'm finna get a doctorate, right? I'm staying. I'm finna use all my years of eligibility. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna make all this money I can. It was different. So yeah, I went to the Marines, and then they basically said, we'll ship you out. I went from Texas to San Diego. And while there, I was doing qualifications, and we were going through programs at the time where they were trying to rebuild the MARSOC program, which is Marine Corps Special Forces, and I got selected to do recon. That's a whole nother long story.
All right, so recon.
Yeah, so I did reconnaissance United States Marine Corps. I was what we would call a unicorn because there's not that many half black Puerto Rican or black individuals, period, that were in recon. So yeah, I did recon. Diving, jumping out of planes.
Oh,
all this other stuff that I never thought I would do in my life.
The life experience you had is fucking incredible. You've done a lot of different shit that most people never experience.
I don't believe that. I just I look at it like I was just a normal guy. I just moved, just did things. I don't know.
I just did things.
Yeah, I just went with the flow of my life. Like, I never like compared it to be like, hey, I'm doing more, because I know there's people who've done more.
Sure.
I just never looked at it like that. I feel like I'm just a normal guy. I mean, the Marine Corps was cool. It was a cool experience, right? I think that was my first real experience of brotherhood. Like, the Marine Corps is a giant fraternity, so it was pretty cool.
And so, tell me about like your experience in the Marine Corps. What did you gain from that? Where did you go? Like, what did you see?
So, I did a lot. I did a couple mag tasks in the Pacific where you get on the ship and you go around Pacific Islands. So I went to like Australia, Brazil,
Oh, that's dope.
Thailand, Japan, things like that.
Sick.
It was pretty cool.
And what would you do on those deployments?
Oh, we just be chilling. We were recon. So Marines on Navy ships or Marine ships, I mean, people have jobs, right? So my job would have nothing to do with that. We would do like training missions and stuff like that. We do a lot of missions, training basically about, per se, if something was to happen, how we would react and what we would do, right?
So just preparedness.
Yeah, a lot of preparedness. We would train with like Indian Special Forces, Australia Special Forces. We did joint training exercises with them. It was a lot. It was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Different. A lot of rifle carrying. That's what I was doing. A lot of rifle carrying. A lot of watching. That's what reconnaissance is, like, gaining intel actually there. So.
And all of that presumably left you some free time to see the world.
Yeah. So we did get to travel. I was lucky amongst the people. Like, I got to travel. Like, so I did get to go to, like, I went to Spain before. I went to England. Australia was pretty cool. I went to Brazil, but we were not allowed to get off the ship.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
How come?
Because they said that we were going to go wild and be rabid, and the STD rate was going to be too high, or something like that. But seriously, they would not let us off.
Which is true. Fucks.
It's true, yeah. The Marine Corps is, and that was a different time, right? Like, the world has changed now. When I was growing up and when I was a young man, America was still pushing the macho aspect, right? They wanted us to be macho as Marines and catcall women and stuff like that. And now you can't be like that.
Nor should you be.
Yeah, I agree. You should have some mannerisms, some class. I mean, I get it. They wanted us to be like that because we're Marines, right? We're supposed to have the mindset of also being ready to fight at any time.
Right.
Yeah, and I got deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, but I did a lot. Like I said, I lived in Japan for 2 years. It was I lived in Iwakuni, so that's like mainland.
Cool.
Mainland. So
where mainland is that?
Northwest, going, I think, I guess on the map you would think it would be by closer to, is it northeast or northwest? It's closer to Osaka.
Oh, okay.
It's closer to Osaka.
I thought Osaka was south.
Well, I may be wrong. It's northwest, so would that be Yokohama?
Yokohama is like southeast.
What's the north? What's going north?
Sapporo.
So it would be closer. It's colder for sure. So
Okay, yeah. So you're north.
It would be north. My apologies.
No, that's cool.
It's been a long time, but yeah, we lived there for 2 years. It was pretty cool. It was literally a military town, so it's not like Okinawa, which is south for sure.
Yeah.
But it was different. I mean, it was a different aspect. I honestly, I liked it, but I didn't like it.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, hold on. Japan is like everybody's fucking favorite place in the world. So what didn't you like about it?
No. Okay, so Japan is different. You're right, 100% different. I didn't like it because I was used to America. I was used to the diversity.
Okay.
Like, I was used to,
Oh, so you're just not a fan of lack of diversity.
I mean, Japan is what I tell everybody when they ask me about my opinion of Japan. Japan is, they have perfected controlled chaos. Like, if you go to Tokyo, it is like mind blowing, right? Like, if people stop, they don't talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
It's quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, it's super clean. It's just a different world. And I don't know. I was just used to the ignorance of America. Maybe that sounds crazy, but I'm just used to the ignorance of America. Like, I met some really cool people there. There are a lot of lifetime friends. Like, people who I'm pretty sure I can talk to at any time, and Japan is different.
Were you immersed to the point that you like learn some language and everything? Or?
Yeah. So we did get to the point where you probably would have to learn some languages and stuff like that. But a lot, okay, so I will say this, and people get mad when I say this. Japanese, the country in general, is 10 times more intelligent than America.
Oh, they are. They're fucking
as children, they're speaking 3 languages.
Right.
People look at you and they know you're American, so they're not even. Majority of people are not trying to even speak Japanese with you, right? Like because they don't even want you to butcher their language. And not in a disrespect of the youth, like younger individuals are way nicer, 100%. And then you have like older women too, like very like they walk up to me and try to touch my hair and stuff. And I didn't even have like curls. I was in the Marine Corps, right? So I get it, and I get it. Like I mean, you just look different, right? Like I had a lady walk up to me and pinch my cheeks because she was trying to see if my skin was real. I mean, that wasn't. I didn't take it as racism. Like a lot of people. I took it as a different culture, right? Like,
curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity. And it was just like, what? Like, like obviously we did crazy stuff. We went to public bathhouses on purpose, like because of the fact we just had never experienced that before.
Sure.
So like it was something different, and it was different. It 100% was different. Yeah. I mean,
how much time did you spend in Japan?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to
we were.
Get under your belt. So. Interesting enough, Sarah and I just got back from Japan. We went in November.
I saw the pictures.
It was wild, yeah, dude. That place is amazing.
Where did you go?
We went to Tokyo. We visited a friend in Yokohama. We went down to Osaka.
Osaka? Did you go to Osaka at night? Crazy place.
Yeah, that's weird because that was out of all the places. Osaka was probably my least favorite. Not to say that I didn't like it, but it was the least favorite out of all the places I went. It was probably the most, I would say. Equivalent to an American city. You know what I mean?
It reminds me of Las Vegas.
Maybe not Las Vegas. That's a little intense.
It reminds me of nighttime Las Vegas.
I don't know. It's definitely lively as shit, dude.
It's very.
And it's big and it's pretty, but it's not as clean as the other cities.
No.
People are a little more lax on their mannerisms as opposed to like in Tokyo and other places.
I love Osaka, as you can tell. I said I love the ignorance.
Fair enough. We also went to Kyoto, and we went to Hiroshima.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Kyoto, very beautiful.
Did you go to Hiroshima or Nagasaki?
So I got to travel there, which is really cool. I mean, that's one of the countries that I actually got to travel around a lot. So we got to know actual Japanese people and have Japanese friends.
That's cool.
So I feel like they can show you better things that you wouldn't even imagine.
That is cool.
Right? And their perspective is way different. Like the way they look at things, the way they react to things is way different. For example, I was sitting at a bus stop one time, right? It was weird, right? So, we were waiting on the bus, and you know how clean it is.
Super clean.
Yes. And a random piece of trash just started rolling, right? So I'm sitting at the bus stop, and I look at the trash. Everybody sitting next to me looks at the trash, and I look, and everybody's looking at me. So, because since I'm not from Japan, they associate the trash with me. So I get up, I throw away the trash, and I go, sumimasen. They say sorry. And everybody they stop looking at me.
Bro, there's a lot to unpack.
That's just how it is. I mean, to get it.
Talk about like discrimination, dude. Like, not in a racist way. Like, oh shit, there's trash. It has to be the foreigner. Like, that's wild.
So, for example, like basketball. I could not walk by a basketball court without the kids being like,
shut up.
Yeah, you're like, all right, cool. Like, I get it. Or football, like we went to a couple football games in Tokyo, and people would be like, the coaches would be like, you come play. And I'm like, I'm trying to watch the game, right? Like, it's cool. And they take baseball very seriously.
I know it.
It's just different culture. Like I said, it was an interesting time in my life that the Marine Corps made me look at the world differently. It made me understand that the world was bigger than the States.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
And that mindset that a lot of us Americans have is crazy once you start actually seeing the world.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know. I looked at the world differently.
I feel you on that, and I love the States. Don't get me wrong, but bro, I've been to some places and I'm like, this is fucking next level shit.
Yeah.
Like just Japan's infrastructure is fucking phenomenal, dude.
We're behind.
I love their transit system. I love their architecture. I love just the sizes of the city and everything. Now I don't love if we ever like went there for any kind of time period, I would absolutely miss the space.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's so tiny.
I couldn't live in Tokyo.
No. But But I've heard that on the outskirts you can get some pretty big houses and fairly westernized,
Hmm.
which is cool. But yeah, dude, we've so far in our international travels, we've been to Egypt, we've been to Greece, Croatia, Montenegro, Turkey, and Japan.
I'm happy for you guys. I love that.
Yeah, it's cool, but seeing all those different places and all the different cultures. Have you ever been to Egypt?
No.
That's just wild. Um, but seeing all these different cultures, yeah, it's very mind opening. Like you think that we have it made here, and then you go somewhere else and you see an aspect where you're like, well, fuck, that would be amazing in America, or you see something that they're doing, and you're like, they could learn a thing from us. Like it's crazy. The world is like so connected, but also so separated. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, I've had this. So I'm not a very political guy. A lot of people,
Same.
a lot of people in the world, their life is politics. I'm very much not a political guy, but I will say that if you talk about the top 5 things right now in America, if infrastructure of America is not in your top 3, I feel like we shouldn't even be talking.
Dude, the infrastructure's so bad here.
Compared to other countries, you'll be like, what is going on? We're behind.
Dude, for instance, a perfect example is that earthquake that just happened in Japan, and they're like, yeah, 30 people got hurt, minor injuries. And I'm like, bro, if that shit happened in California, there'd be death, and there would be buildings collapsed, and not saying that America's dumb or we're just not prioritizing what needs to be
We're not prioritizing the right things. I agree. So yeah, yeah. So the Marine Corps, that's what the Marine Corps did. It opened up my mind to be more open-minded.
That's really cool.
To be, to understand that the world is bigger, right? And everybody brings different aspects and things like that, right? So it was a really humbling experience.
So I have a friend who lives in Vietnam, so I know a little bit about the Far East, I guess you could say. We met a couple of people on a cruise that live in Australia who we're still in communication with. But tell me about your experience in Australia. How long were you there?
I was only there for like a couple of weeks. I got a couple of friends that I deal with in Australia still that we still talk to. I love the Aussies. Oh, crazy people.
Yeah.
But cool. Like I don't mean crazy. Like it's just so like I don't know how to explain it. They're like rude but polite at the same time. And I love it. Like
They're just very forward.
Yeah, very. And I love that. I love it. Like yeah, the Aussies are cool. Like
oh, bro, the Aussies we met got us pissed drunk when we had no intentions of even drinking. We were just going hard, bro. They're cool as shit, though.
Yeah, they're super cool people. Cool people. Like my experience was just training with them. Really, we did some partying with them in Melbourne. But it was like I said, it wasn't Jesus Christ, but it wasn't really. I've never really had any bad experiences traveling.
Tell me about your experiences in Asia.
So Thailand was probably one of my most mind-opening experiences because, as you know, I did do MMA for a while. I know you know that now.
I didn't know that you made it to the MMA level. When you were living with us, you were just doing.
No, I was already. I think. Yeah, so I was already fighting, competing. Yeah. I don't know why you don't know.
Listen, we like skimmed the surface of you, dude. Like we had long conversations, but it was only like the bottom of the bucket.
So I was already competing. So yeah. One of my best friends here too, in New Mexico, is Henry Martinez, the guy who made it to the UFC from Santa Fe.
Okay.
That was like my boy, homie, like love of like my brother. He's actually one of the reasons I'm here in New Mexico. So we were both on that push to the UFC. He made it. I did not. I did not because of I started having a family. So that changes everything.
Fair enough.
But back to that, Thailand basically is where I started having my first interactions of fighting, and basically like people not caring that. Who you are, what you are, right? If you want to come and you want to train, you want to be a part of this, come on.
Yeah, you're talking about like legit fighting, not like
like Muay Thai. Muay Thai.
Okay.
So like that was like my first experience where it was like, hey, I'm interested in this, and they're like, oh, you're interested? Well, put on these shorts and put on these gloves, and I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody beating each other up, and basically there was no hate about it. It was just like
that's cool.
It was like my first interaction that basically started helping me see the world differently. And to where, we had free time and I would just go back to this gym and train, right? It was Tiger. A lot of people heard of that before, Tiger Muay Thai. Um, and it was just like mind opening because they didn't care about money. They didn't care. They just wanted you to come and learn their art.
That's cool.
And it was just, that was probably like nobody cared about anything else. Just
So how much time did you spend there in Asia?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that was enough to pique your interest and get you pulled in.
Oh, that changed my whole life.
That's wild.
Yeah, that changed my whole life to the point that I was like, this is something that I want to do. I want to do it. Even in Japan, right? I was able to go there, go to Fairtex Gym and other gyms there and just train. I will say in the Asian countries, they just look at it differently, right? If you want to learn their martial arts and you're not disrespecting, they're willing to teach you. So, yeah, and when you come back to the States, they care about the martial arts, but it's also a business. So I do understand that. But yeah, it changed my life. It helped me look at the world differently. It makes me very angry. There you go. You should be very angry.
No shit.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say that. So they're like, what? But I'm like, yeah, I should be very, very angry, very aggressive. Martial arts helped me calm down.
In what way? Hold on. Let's dive into that a little bit. Talk about your anger. What did that stem from, and in what way were you expressing it?
I don't know. Fighting. This is it. Fighting. The Marine Corps made it worse.
Oh, sure.
Marine Corps made it worse. I don't know where it stemmed from. I was just always angry.
You just don't know. Do you know what you were angry about?
Nah. I just literally wanted to fight. I wanted to show that I was tougher than everybody. Maybe it was the machismo, maybe it was that mindset. I just knew I was angry and I wanted to fight. And the Marine Corps was like, yeah, right. Everybody wants you to be like that too, because they're also like that. Especially the Marine Corps was a time of brothers, of everybody's a tough guy, and it was just different. So the Marine Corps made it worse. Martial arts made me be like, I don't have to fight, right? It's cool, right? We can talk about it. Where I started studying things like Bruce Lee and other martial artists, basically would say, hey, like, I know I can fight, but I don't have to fight you. I mean, you can take the front out of confrontation, right? You win, regardless of how anybody thinks. So,
oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, so speak on your transition from the military coming back to the States into regular life.
When I got out of the military, I literally started doing MMA full time.
Oh, wow.
I moved back. I got out of the Marine Corps and I was still living in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I started at a gym called LA Boxing. My first coach was this coach called Nico. That's not called. His name is Nico Wells. And I started training. I literally went from that lifestyle of being a Marine to being MMA. I was dirt poor, so a lot of people don't understand that when you're doing MMA, when you first start, you're excessively poor. The only thing you do is go to the gym, you're training, right? And that's it.
But did you have any money left over from the military?
A little bit, right? So they kind of, when you get out of the Marine Corps, they tell you, any military branch, they tell you, sign up for unemployment. They say you paid for it, right? Sign up for it.
Wow.
So I was using that for a while competing and while traveling. I met Henry and a lot of the martial arts community is small. It's not that many people. As much as people think it is big, on an international level, there's a lot of people, but locally it's not. So everybody kind of know each other, and I went from Atlanta to Houston. So my plan was to go back to Japan and train in Japan.
Wow. Well, hold on. Why Japan?
Because it's just a different mindset there. And then you still have pride. You still have so many different things, right?
Wow, okay.
And Japan takes care of their martial artists. No matter if you're from there or not, they take care of you.
Interesting.
So your lifestyle will be poor, but it won't be that poor.
Okay.
So as an American. So I went from Atlanta to Houston to New Mexico, and I started training at Jackson's.
Yeah.
And then I got stuck.
As so many do. Where did New Mexico come from in that?
My boy Henry.
So he was here.
Yeah, he was here.
But you met him elsewhere.
I met him in Texas.
Oh, in Texas, okay.
And he was like, hey, come train with us at Jackson's. And I was like, sure. Like, Jackson's world-renowned gym. Like,
yeah.
They're going to let me in? He's like, yeah, for sure, come on. And I fought at Legacy a couple times in Houston, and he was like, come on. Like, come on, train with us. And I trained with the Gold Team in Houston, which is like, there's like a legend in Chicago. You could probably look him up where they were fighting for like that 5-hour fight. It was a 5-hour 1-round MMA
What
fight.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
So Makako, great teacher, great guy. He's a legend. Much respect. Trained with some Anderson Silva and a lot of people out there too. Much respect to the Houston scene, Texas scene. A lot of respect to you guys. Then I moved here, and then I started training with the greats here, and Henry Martinez and the Santa Fe boys, undisputed. They took me under their wing, and I was supposed to keep training and go to the next level, but I met my first wife, and we had children, and she did not want me doing that anymore. So.
Okay, did you ever pick it back up?
No, I kept training. So I kept training. I did keep getting my belts in jiu-jitsu. No. After I started having children, my whole life changed.
Okay, speak on that. What was the change? Were you concerned of like brain damage or something, or
No, I just basically got put into issues where, not issues, but points where my wife was basically kind of like, I don't want you doing that anymore. I want you to get a real job, and because like I said, it's a very poor lifestyle, right?
Okay.
Even if you do make it to I think there's a misconception. Let's say you make it to the UFC.
Okay.
So they give you a contract. So they might say, hey, we're going to give you a 4-fight contract for, depending on who you are and how popular you are, right? $12,000, $15,000 a fight. So that $12,000 would be $6,000 to show up and $6,000 if you win. And let's say you do win and you get your $12,000, but it was a brawl, and blood everywhere, concussions. Now you can't fight for another 4 months. So now you got $12,000 that has to last you for 4 months, right? So if you didn't get sponsors, you got to split between that $12,000 between your coaches, right? So you got to pay your coaches, and you got to live maybe off of 8 for 4 months. It's impossible, right? And
okay, so that's a pretty logical decision on her part then.
So they monopolize the sponsor scene, so you can't get sponsors like that anymore.
That's wild.
So you have to actually be, if you're what we call a journeyman, which would be somebody who's trying to make it to the next level, right, but is still fighting. You support lifestyle. A prize fighter, which means you are a contender, right?
Yeah.
You're probably making maybe 60, 70,000. So only like number one contenders and actual champions are actually making decent money.
That's
and they're
wild.
still not making that much money.
So I would say to that point that anybody who's sticking around with this sport is doing it because it's a passion.
They love it. Yeah, they love it. I did love it. I loved it, but
so is it not like feasible to have a full-time job and do this?
A lot of people do, but Henry, for example, he was full-time at UPS.
Oh, it's good money.
Yeah, for sure. But as soon as he made it to the UFC, right, he's like, I'm done with this. Because, right, I'm making it to the UFC, right? Now I need to train. I need to be training full-time.
So you can become one of those best.
So I can move up and move up in ranking. So you don't have the time anymore, right? And now, if it doesn't go the way you wanted to go, the UFC kicks you out. Now you have nothing to fall back on. It's just one of those chances. Either you're all in or you're all out. And hopefully you move in the right direction.
So when you were staying with us, you were just working like Whole Foods or something like that, wasn't it?
I was working at
Natural Grocers or
Grocers.
something.
I was still trading. I was actually still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still trading and fighting. So there's a couple weekends that I didn't come back to y'all just because I was fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you end up at the labs?
So that was a tricky situation. That's not tricky. So since when I stopped talking to you guys, not stopped talking, when we started going to our lost our touch because you guys had moved to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Because the craziest part, I see your brother all the time. I'd be like, where's James at? And he'd be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, what?
Derek?
Yeah, Derek used to.
Bro, well, we can speak on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
He would be like, where's James? He'd be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, oh, okay. All right. And I'd be like, well, when you see him, tell him I said, what's up? Like, tell him.
So, okay, I'll tell you right now, he didn't see me, and that's because he chose not to. We can talk about that off camera. I want him to tell his side of this shit if we ever get around to that, but...
No. I don't want to...
It's not a beef or anything. Okay. It's not like that. It's other shit, but it's... Yeah. There was like a year and a half straight there that he was driving down to Albuquerque every fucking weekend, driving right by our house, wouldn't even let me know that he was there. I'm not kidding. For 10 or 15 years, I was texting him all the time, trying to engage, trying to get like a conversation started, trying to invite them to holidays, things like that. And most of the time, he wouldn't even bother responding.
That's horrible.
Or he would respond 2 or 3 months later and be like, "Oh yeah, I was in Albuquerque." I'm like, "Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Like, I have these Christmas gifts for you guys sitting here for 2 years already. Like, you ever gonna come back and say hi or something?" Like, I don't know. It was a whole thing, but
Yeah.
I actually had him on this podcast the first season, and then there was a whole nother thing. So I'm gonna have him back to tell his whole other thing. But but
I didn't know if it was anything. He would always say, "What's up?" Like, "Hey, what's up?" And
it was not ever a beef. Funny enough, he thought you met Fabian, right? Our other brother. He texted me and Fabian out of the blue one day and was like, "Oh, you guys could be like good uncles to your niece and nephew, but you guys never call and you never say anything." And I sent him screenshots and I was like, "Bro, the last 10 years, every conversation you and I have had, I've engaged. So what are you talking about?" And then he like backed off and stopped talking to me for a while. So I don't know. It's just a whole thing. But anyway, that's interesting that you were seeing him around.
Yeah, brother, I used to talk about you all the time because I am remarried, and I used to. My wife is she's Mexican, and she's like but she's new Mexican, but she's Mexican. And I used to be like, "Yeah, I have a boy who's a mariachi." She used to be like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah,
He's white."
yeah, he's white." I said, "He's white," and she used to be like, "You're lying." I'm like, "No, he's white. He's fire. I seen him play." Like, what do you mean? And she thought I was lying, and this and then I showed her your podcast, and she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, he's new Mexican. Like the culture is the culture. Like, you guys can't be gatekeeping the culture. Like, you know?" And she's just like, we laugh about it. But yeah, so we've always talked about you, brother. You've never disappeared. Like, everybody still talks about the team.
Bro,
We still talk about
we had some good car days.
Yeah, so I got to the labs basically. So I stayed in New Mexico, obviously.
Yeah.
Me and my first wife, Michelle, we went our separate ways. She now lives in Albuquerque.
Okay.
So, I started working at Santa Fe Community College in the IT department.
Nice.
And then basically from there, they basically told me, "You only be here for like a year or two before you go to the labs." And I was all,
Go to the labs.
yeah. So basically, the labs basically, they go to basically the companies around the area. And they basically look for the best employees and they say, "Hey, you come to us."
Oh,
Seriously.
wow.
And they pick, yeah, because the other places can't compete salary wise.
Of course, yeah.
So they know this. So they literally say, "Hey, oh, this is your best person? Come on." Right?
You're our best person now.
Now you're our person. So and it's cool. And the culture at the lab is so different. A lot of people don't know that. Because I had no intention at first of working for the labs.
Okay.
I was like, "Nah, I don't want to go back to a federal mindset, right? I'm not going back to there." And they were like, the labs was like, "Okay, just give us an interview. Like, well, we don't care about what you like. Let us show you how we're different." And I'm like, "Okay." And I did my interview. And I've been working for the last like 2-3 years now. So
Okay.
So they were like, "Hey, we do our interview and go from there." So I did an interview. My interview was pretty wild. I thought I was like, literally, I thought the military was trying to recruit me, and I was like, finna go get in trouble or something. I thought I was going to the grade. It was like, it was supposed to be a panel of 4 people, but mine was like 20. Yeah, it was like
Why?
20, because they were just grilling me. They were just asking me so many questions, and I was just answering them all, and it was really aggressive. But I guess I impressed a lot of people, and they were like, "Hey, I literally started the next week."
Oh, no shit.
And I'm pretty sure like they did my background. They already knew everything about me before you know the labs, right?
Yeah.
They know everything before. I don't think it's ever about seeing if you're going to tell. I think it's more about they just want to know if you're going to be honest, right?
Yeah.
That's all they want to know. Are you going to tell us the truth? Like,
Yeah.
So hey, did you have a drink last Tuesday on this bar? And you're like,
You
yes.
stared at a girl's ass, didn't you? I
Yeah.
saw that shit.
You're like, yes. You're like, okay, you good, you're still good with us, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You're like, but even, and I think that's what it's more about. And then, yeah, so then I saw you and I was like, "James?" Because I remember you used to work before.
Yes. So 2009 to 2012, I worked for the maintenance department at the power plant.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the now retired foreman, I was originally hired to work under him. The second he met me and shook my hand, he said, "No, we don't need you. Go to the other department." They hired somebody else to fill that spot. So then I worked with maintenance until he had his way and eliminated that job. So that job was no longer available. Obviously, I couldn't do that job, and they didn't have room to hire me in any other department.
Correct.
So I was laid off. So for the next 7 years, I spent with my name on the list trying to get back up there, and I was recalled 3 times. But that guy said, "Nope, we don't want him. Turn him around, give us the next guy." And so in 2019, at the beginning of 2019, he announced his retirement. The second he was gone, they were like, "Hey, you want to come back?" I said, "Yep." And I was back.
So there's a lot of politics up there for sure.
Definitely. It's not more true anywhere else, I would say, than with I don't know if it's all of New Mexico, but definitely at the labs, it's who you know. It's not what you know.
100%.
Your life experience means shit. If you're trainable and you're a pretty decent person, yeah, you're good, and you know somebody up there. Then yeah, that's your in.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody. I'm lying, so I did know people up there.
Well, your situation's unique. That's not at all how it is where I work.
So, yeah, so I have a lot of friends who work up there too. There's a lot of, so when we lost communication, a lot of stuff happened. So we went from the car clubs, then I was in a motorcycle club. So I was in a motorcycle club in New Mexico, which is a very interesting experience too. And half the guys in my motorcycle club were actually lab employees.
Oh yeah,
it's weird.
We have a lot of them.
Yeah, so it was weird. And then they basically was like, "Hey, come work for the lab, come work for the lab." And I'm like, nah. I don't want to be dealing with the federal politics. That's what I was saying.
That's so funny.
And they used to be like, "Brother, like this is not like Washington D.C. politics, right? You're not going to be going by ranking and stuff like that." Because when they hired me, I was like, well, when we were doing my interview, they were like, "We're going to send you an offer," and I'm like, I don't want to be on a pay scale because that's how it is in feds, right? The feds, there's pay scales. They're like, "We're going to send you an offer, and you make a decision off of that offer." And I'm like, whatever, you send it. I don't care. I'm not gonna accept it. My wife's like, well, I'm gonna check it. So she looks and she's like, "Oh, tell them you start." And I'm like, what do you mean? I go look at it. I'm like, oh snap, right? It's different. Like, wait a minute. And that's what everybody was like, bro. The labs play different, right? You'll be okay. So I get my rank. I tell them, I was like, hey, I will accept it. I'm thinking they're gonna say a month, 2 months. I got time to go and tell Santa Fe Community College I'm gonna transfer. They're like, hey, we already did background checks on you. We just need you to go take this drug test. You start next week. I'm like, what? I go back to
the way they work. Yeah, that shit's wild.
I go back to the college. They're like, before I go in, my director at that time,
we fucking knew it.
Yeah, he's like, I accept your resignation. I'm like, all right.
I mean, that's really cool that they work with you in that context because a lot of jobs are like just furious about that. You know,
you knew it was coming.
So, and in my case, I told my boss, I was building police cars at the time, and I told my boss, like, hey, look, I hate to do this to you, but I've been applying for this for 7 years. There's a good chance I'm going to get up there pretty quickly here, and they will not allow me 2 weeks to give you notice. But I think because I had already have a background up there, and they knew my capabilities and knew that I was a good employee, they allotted me that 2 weeks, so I was able to give my employer. But my previous employers, the first time I went up there, yeah, it was one day to the next. They're like, okay, you start Monday. I called my boss and said, hey, I start Monday. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I was like, what? They were like, yeah, we already did background check for you. We know everything about your history. We already have it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not even getting clearance shit. They're like, yeah, don't worry, that's gonna come too. So
yeah.
I started up there at the labs. It was pretty cool experience. I loved it. Good people, you're right. It is a lot of politics of who you know. It's who you become friends with and things like that. And then it's cool.
It's a cool history. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it's grim. Just like I wanted to ask you, how did you feel when you visited Okinawa? Or I'm sorry, not Okinawa. Hiroshima.
That's tough. That was a tough one because I'm a Marine, and I guess I can look at things differently. I understand it, right? Like.
But okay, so that's very interesting. On that point, were you visiting this place from the perspective that I'm military, I'm on this side of that conflict, and they did it to themselves, or was it something that was like, fuck, I don't know? Because I'm gonna tell you from my experience going there, and especially working where we work, I was like, this is really hard to know how to feel. It's really confusing because you feel so fucking bad for all those innocent people. Like, this shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have been an okay thing. But then you think about the time what was going on at the time, and it's like these people were killing themselves to try to kill us.
Correct.
And so, but I don't know. There's like this balance of did they do the right thing? Should they have approached this in a different manner? Should it have just been a military strike versus killing a bunch of innocent people? Because that was fucking horrible, dude. It's so fucking sad.
So I was younger when I was there visiting with the Marine Corps.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was 100% like, "Fuck you guys, America," and that probably is not a positive thing to say.
No.
But I'm positive that that was my mindset back then. That everything was pro-American, like America, 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 right? Like I was in the Marines. Now, if you ask me that today, my perspective would change. I do understand why we dropped the bomb because of the fact it was political, right? It was to set a precedence and an example to not mess with America on this level.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and to be fair, had we not done that, one of the other countries in that arms race would have done it to us.
So I get that. It's wrong.
Yes.
People don't know
100%.
that. People do not know that the labs actually have an active mission helping to still clean up this issue that of the lasting effects that it did, that they're actually working to fix it, to not fix it, to repair
Right.
what happened. I mean, it's
Yeah, there ain't no apologizing.
Yeah, I don't-
There's no coming back from what we did.
Yeah, and I do feel as though that the great minds that came together to create that, I feel like they were being patriotic about it at that moment,
Right.
but as time went through, they probably felt indifferent about it too.
Immeasurable guilt. I could imagine what they felt afterwards. Like, fuck, look what I did. Look what I helped
It's a tough
be a part of. It's such a bad. I don't know. History is crazy, dude. But to that point, working up there, yeah, I felt like a huge sense of guilt being there. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful fucking place, and they have recovered it amazing. It is gorgeous there. I love that place. But yeah, walking through that museum, like, it's hard not to choke up and tear up because those people didn't want to be a part of it. They had no interest.
Yeah, that's part of nationality, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But also like, and then you come back and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my job where the bomb was created and where we're still actively creating nuclear weapons. Like, it's wild. It's just a huge thing to think about when you get into the depths of it. But on that note, there's a lot of cool history up there. There's a lot of cool history. Like even the Bradbury Museum there in Los Alamos is a cool place to just walk through and see, and honestly myself, I didn't really have too much of an interest in any of that prior to my trip to Japan and then prior to working up there.
Yeah.
But have since gained this real like.
But they do more than make bombs. I think people need to know that. We do more.
Oh yeah,
we
like
do more
no,
than
we
produce
do.
weapons.
They've got some cool shit up there, dude. The battery, we've been working on battery
Proton accelerators
technology.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Supercomputer.
Yeah, so many.
There was an algae project for a while, like for cleaning plastics.
Trying to cure cancer. They have this product initiative right now, but they're accelerating cells and it's curing cancer. It's curing cancer. There's so many things going on. Am I supposed to be saying that? But there's so many things there. There's a lot of things they're actually doing that a lot of people don't know about. So,
Oh yeah. Like all of that stuff is foreshadowed by the fact that we are the nuclear.
we are the biggest.
stockpile.
We are the nuclear weapon creators.
That's interesting. So, well, it was really cool to. I was sitting in a panel for what we were doing was creating a training guide, I guess you can say, for new employees coming on at the power plant. So it was our general foreman, our power plant foreman, he was at the time our engineer, and then myself. And I'm not on their level. I'm just an operator, but they needed perspectives from all over the board. So yeah, and then I'm just sitting there, and I see you walk up. I was like, I fucking know that guy. That's Carlton. What the fuck? That was wild. Really cool that you work there too. Because yeah, they do pay very well. You live a very comfortable lifestyle, I would say.
Yeah.
Even you with your 300 kids. How many kids you got?
I don't have 300. But, I am up there. So I have I have a new kid on the way. So this would be my fourth.
Oh, that's not bad.
At
grew up with
this
three
age.
brothers, so.
At this age, I feel like I'm like, oh man, a new kid is gonna be My oldest is 12, right? My Christian.
Oh, wow.
Christian is 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
My kid was a baby when we were talking before.
Christian is 12. Little Carlton is 11. And I have a younger son named Kildare, and he is 5.
Wow. All boys.
Now I have a girl on the way.
Oh.
Yeah, and me and my wife actually just found out yesterday. My wife was like,
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It is a blessing. I won't sit here. I'm not that type of person. I love children. I love my children too. We were just sitting, minding our business. My wife's like, hey, I think something's been moving around in me. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you're okay. We're already, you're okay. And she's like, no. Honestly thinking, I'm like, okay, well, we want her to take a pregnancy test, right? I want TRT, so it's not so happy. But she took the pregnancy test. Doctor's like, you're pregnant. We go to the, because we're like, well, how pregnant are you? We go to the OBGYN. He's like,
you're very pregnant.
You're so pregnant that I can tell you the sex of the child right now.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I've had children before, so right, this is not like so I'm just like, okay, well, I have to prepare for another little baby.
Sure.
And make sure her father, my wife's father and mother are like, yay, that's the New Mexican Latina lifestyle. They're like, yay, yay, you supposed to have 30 kids if you could. And you're like, no, like, what is wrong with y'all?
I work with a guy up there who I think he has 11 or something like 13, and like actively in his house, there's probably 9 of them still. Like, it's wild, dude.
No.
And he's young. Bro, how old are you now?
I just turned 40.
You just turned 40. Okay, so, I mean, you're not old.
You know what? I don't feel like I'm very active. I still have a very active lifestyle. I still destroy kids in video games. I don't play them that much, but I get on them and destroy them. I still ride motorcycles. I work on my cars.
Now, to that point, you need to stop. You need to get rid of that motorcycle, bro. You're too old to be riding motorcycles. You're not old, but you're too old for that shit.
I just said that yesterday. I'm like,
it's too fucking dangerous, bro.
But I've been riding since I was 16 years old.
You're not the problem. It's the other people on the road that's the problem.
I seen somebody get hit. Me and my wife saw somebody get hit by a little girl on St. Francis. You know where that is. 2 weekends ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
He was sitting still. She just boom. And he didn't die. He is in critical condition at St. Vincent's. Poor guy.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the motorcyclists that I blame.
Yeah, you're right.
Although motorcycles are loudly obnoxious, and I don't like that. But if it's a street bike, I can tolerate it.
Yeah, I have both. I have Harley.
Fuck a Harley.
Harleys is so much more comfortable, though. They're comfortable when you're riding with somebody else.
That's fair, but also you can't control people on the road. So yeah, you need to get rid of them bikes. Get yourself.
That has been in a conversation that came up yesterday. It's weird.
Yesterday.
You're like the 5th person that's like, get rid of them in a less than 24-hour.
That's wild. Well, to be fair, I still work with a bunch of dudes that are way older, have had kids, have grown up and gone, and they're still biking. So you can do it safely, but
it's a different feeling when you're riding.
What's the risk, though? You know, I mean, like
it's very high risk.
What cost do you want to just hang on to that?
Riding a motorcycle is the closest thing to flying. I will say, you feel free, right? You feel the air, the climate change, and there's nothing but you on that road and you can hear it. So I do understand where a lot of people I understand the
concern.
Yeah, but I do understand that too. It's dangerous for sure.
But okay, I guess to that point, so can flying and even driving. So you got risks everywhere. So let's talk a little bit about cars real quick. When we first met, you had an RX-8.
Correct.
You turboed that thing.
Yeah.
And I never heard about what became of that car because you dropped it off to get it worked on because something happened, and I never saw the car again.
Oh, I got it back. So I did get it back. We rebuilt that motor maybe 4 times. I still have that car. We rebuilt that motor so many times. Boosted it, cryogenic seals. And now I just want to drive it. It's working. I just want to drive it. I will not drive it because it's a rotary, right? With rotaries, it's guaranteed to blow. It's going to blow. It might not blow today. It might not blow tomorrow.
Take that turbo off, bro. It'll be okay.
It's still going to blow. No, it's going to blow. That's what they do. They blow. They just blow. No. I mean, but it's mine, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's mine. I did so much to it.
Well, if you don't drive it, I'll drive it.
Sure, I'll bring it to you. I trust you. I'll bring it to you, and I know you can afford it.
I will fucking blow it up.
So I said, I know you can afford it. So I'll be like, hey, there's only like maybe 2 mechanics now that still work on rotary motors. None of them are in New Mexico. All of them in Colorado.
Oh, that's wild.
So I was on the process of learning how to do it myself, but I got another car. I got a 3000 GT VR4.
Oh, wow.
That is another one that I've been working on forever.
Wow, what year is that?
A 93.
Wow,
93,
that's cool.
Yeah, so, I still have the car addiction. It's hard, right? Like, I have car addictions. I love motorcycles. There's so many things I love.
Bro, we can talk nerd shit all you want. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking balls deep in way too many fucking projects, and way too many like collections, and I'm actually trying to simplify my life by pushing some of that shit away and just focusing on a couple that I actually have passions for, because I got way too much going on.
Yeah. So like, and then I video game with my kids and my other friends.
That's cool.
So like, I build computers for everybody.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I do like the water cool builds to make everybody feel special. So it's interesting, you know. All my friends are now, we're all at the point in our life where we can afford more things.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So you know, if you're ever interested in that, you can let me know.
For sure.
I have a lot of hobbies. The cars are crazy, you know. My cousin Hershey, who you know, he's still doing it like crazy. He's still drifting and all.
Is he still working up there too?
No.
Ah.
No. He's gonna tell you he is, but he's not.
Okay.
He lives in Espanola. He works at a garage.
Okay, that's cool.
I think he feels the point of losing his job at the labs is hurtful. So he tells when people say, "Hey, you still at the labs?" He says, "Yes." So
Interesting.
So yeah, I get it.
Was he part of the cuts?
No, he was.
You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, he got caught. He was sleeping on the job. That's basically what it is. Long story short, and you know, he's part of the welding. Yeah, the welding people. He made a lot of money to do nothing. So.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
I tried to get him in with our pipe fitters for the power plant.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know whatever became of that. I put him in touch with people, but I don't know if he actively sought that out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know that he's got some welding skills, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing to have.
He just we had a talk a couple of weeks ago. It's about professionalism to a level.
Sure.
Right? You have the labs is actually, a lot of people have a misunderstanding. It's probably one of the best places to work for in New Mexico.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics, right? But there is a certain type of professionalism that they expect.
Yeah, of course.
So like me, fully covered in tattoos like I am, when they first look, they go, "What?" And then when I open my mouth, they're like, "Oh, okay, cool. You're one of us. Like, go back there. We don't care." You deal with a lot of different individuals. So I just told him, you have to work on your professionalism. Does he have a chance to go back? For sure. He fell asleep.
Yeah, no, look, he didn't get fired for drugs or alcohol. You're good.
Drugs, alcohol, gambling, or what would they call it? Treason. If it's any of those four,
you'll never get a government job again.
Yeah.
So okay, back to the cars. What do you have since the 2000 or the 3000 GT? I'm sorry.
So I got a Tesla, like we said. We got a Model Y Performance. I really haven't had any more performance cars. I've been kind of slow about it.
Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I had a Porsche Cayenne Turbo S just to have it.
Oh God, no! Get rid of it.
No, I love that thing. I love it.
I will never own a Porsche, man. Way too many of my favorite people die in Porsches.
Yeah, I remember the Paul Walker situation.
Well, beyond that,
it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, but still,
yeah,
it was the Porsche's fault.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what is your daily commuter?
Right now I drive a Charger.
Okay.
So I got it for like, so my friend works at the Dodge dealership, and I had no intention of getting this. We worked at the Dodge dealership. He's like, "Hey, bro, come up here. I got a Dodge Charger." So I'm like, "I don't want it."
Right.
And he's like, "It's going for like 15,000." I'm like, "What?" It's a 2025, and I'm like,
"Oh shit!"
I'm like, "What's wrong with it?"
Yeah,
like,
no
somebody
kidding.
just traded it in, and you said you were looking for a daily commute. So he tested it. I'm like, "Well, how much would it be?" We ran the numbers, and I'm only paying like $180 a month.
Wow.
To the USA. So I was like, "Hey, I mean, I'll drive it for $180 a month." But it only had like 20,000 miles on it when I first got it.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was and I'm at that point now where if I want to drive something, I drive it. I have, like I said, I have my other cars. If I want to drive something, feel cool,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
drive those.
for
Right now,
sure.
this is about just back and forth, driving back and forth to Los Alamos. So
Nice.
it's interesting. I was thinking, I've been thinking about moving to different projects. I was thinking about getting rid of either the RX-8 or the 3000 GT
Mm-hmm.
and getting a different project car. I don't know if I want to get like a Corvette and be one of those guys.
No, no, no
What I
midlife crisis, bro.
Yeah, like a midlife crisis car.
No.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
So like,
buy something from Japan.
well, have you seen the prices of the Japanese cars now? What they're doing?
I got you. I got a friend.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
that's his job.
Okay. Well, I've seen the. So I was, and to be honest, I was thinking about a NSX, not the older, I'm talking about the older models, not the newer
Yes,
ones. Yeah.
do it. I'm with it.
I was
I'll back
thinking about
that.
getting an NSX, and my wife is like, "Well, you got to get rid of, because that's what the wives are, right? They're basically.
Well, to be fair,
Buddies.
we wouldn't be where we are without them. So,
Correct.
Look, Sarah controls my car game. I cannot have 10 fucking cars anymore. But to that note, we also get to travel the world and shit.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a trade off there, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, so that's what my wife's like. She's like, get rid of either the RX-8 or the 3000 GT, and she's like, I would prefer the RX-8 leaves. Even though she likes it, she's just like, I'd rather you have a car that you're willing to drive.
Yeah.
So
No, that's fair.
So that's what I'm thinking. I am thinking about an NSX, so we'll see.
I'll support that.
That's
good.
There's also a Corvette too, brother.
No, fuck a Corvette.
What do you mean?
Everybody has a Corvette.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
Don't be everybody.
Yeah.
Don't be an old white man who has a midlife crisis, because that's what a Corvette tells me. I'm an old white guy who is having a midlife crisis, and I need something to feel young again.
But but see, a lot of people don't know too. Corvettes are basically like Miatas with a better motor.
Okay, you're not at all helping your case, bro.
I'm just saying, those are like basically track ready cars. They're basically
Gross.
track ready.
No, I'd rather run on the track.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Okay, last thing I want to talk about was tattoos, because you put me in touch with a guy that Sarah and I got tattooed up back in the day from, and you got a bunch of tattoos. Nemo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You still in touch with him?
No.
I would love to reach out to that guy. Get some more work done.
I think he moved.
Oh, did he? Okay, that's why I can't find the guy. He's not anywhere on social media or anything. I've been meaning to.
Yeah. Michelle would know. I think I reached out to her. She would know.
You seen what he did on my leg and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my leg, and then he did this.
Okay.
And Sarah got the matching tattoo of this on her arm. And since then, we've got a lot more. Obviously,
I'm happy that I was a bad influence in your life.
I mean, I already had tattoos.
I know.
You put me in touch with somebody who could do it for an affordable price.
Yeah.
And good work, too. So that's interesting. Have you gotten anything new since?
No. Actually, I have not. I have not had any new tattoos since. Because Nemo was Michelle's cousin.
Oh, no shit.
That's so we didn't have to pay.
Oh.
Which was interesting. We would have to pay, but he would be like, no, because, their family, and we would probably just take him out to eat, or him and his girlfriend at the time, because he used to change women, and he would just want to, they were just family. That's like the New Mexican thing. Like, if it's family, they just don't, they don't want your money, even though he might need it.
Listen, man, that dude treated me like I was family, because the prices he charged me, I was like, I'm paying you double, bro. Like, that's ridiculous cheap.
Yeah, and he's a good guy.
He really is.
So I just didn't do it. I haven't really, I don't know. I just never, I'm lying. So I thought about getting more tattoos, but every time, because most of my tattoos, I've never really paid for a tattoo. Awesome. People find that to be crazy. I've never paid for a tattoo my whole entire, and I'm covered. Like my back, my chest, my stomach, my neck. Doing MMA and just knowing the people I knew, I just never had to pay.
That's cool.
So it's weird. Like, so if I go to a tattoo shop now and they say these prices, I'm like, what?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm just like, I'm not paying that. And I get it, right? They're trying to sell their craft. I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm just like, for a tattoo like that big, they're like $400, and I'm like, I'll do it myself before I pay you $400.
Guess how much?
$400.
$500.
Close.
Yeah, and this is stick figures.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very cool.
It's documenting my travels, so I'm going to continue to add to this.
Okay.
Forever until this arm is full. But
is that a Z at the bottom?
Yeah, that's where I
Mexico.
Started at home. We flew to Egypt. We went on a cruise to Greece.
Okay.
Now the next one's going to be another plane that we flew to Japan.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to put for Japan yet. And then we have another cruise booked next year to go to Italy and the Western Mediterranean side.
Nice.
Site. All of the rest of these cartoons on this arm were free, and then I got this one for free.
Okay.
And this one was free. But everything else I paid for. But like I said, with Nemo, dude, this and my entire leg sleeve was nothing. It was fucking dirt cheap, and I felt so bad. So we gave him like a lot more than he was trying to charge us.
Okay.
I made him take it because he was like, no, that's cool. It's cool. I'm like, no, that is not cool, dude. You're fucking yourself at this point.
Yeah.
And plus, it's good art. It's good. Look at this thing, dude.
Yeah, it looks fun.
This thing is what, 10, 12 years old already?
Yeah, so right now you would probably pay a couple thousand.
That's what I'm saying. Look at it, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I actually offered him a few years back. I told him, hey, I'll pay you a couple grand if you want to come down to our house and tattoo me and the wife, for free to finish up a couple of things. But he was too busy, and then we lost touch. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to get back in touch with him. I'm actually, hopefully soon gonna have Locote on here.
Okay.
Yeah, he and I have been friends for a while. So
is he still in Santa Fe?
I don't know that he's living up there or working up there. He still has a shop up there, but he just opened another one here in Bernalillo.
Okay.
So that's what I think he's really focused on right now. And,
okay, cool.
And it's already doing really well. So I want to have him on to talk about that success and how he completely just built a brand off of his nickname, which is fucking really cool.
Yeah, you got a lot of local legends in Santa Fe. That's what
his work is fucking wild.
Yeah, he grew up. Him and his son have come a long way.
Oh, dude, he did a Deadpool tattoo that he has on his Facebook. It's fucking crazy good, like hyper realistic good.
Yeah,
it's so badass. So yeah, well, I've taken enough of your time, and you've been super generous. I appreciate you. It's nice catching up, man. It's been a long time, and it's nice to see you again. So
thank you for having me.
Of course, bro. Before we get out of here, one more thing. I'd like everybody to shout out your socials, where people can find you, where they can follow you, anything. If people want to get in touch with you or ask questions, where can they do that?
So I have social media, but I don't use it. But I have a Twitch. Handsome Smooth is my thing. It was blowing up, and then I decided I just wanted to quit. And then, but it was really good gaining. I still have my Instagram, which is Carlton MMA Gentleman. It was blowing up. I decided I didn't want to put anything on there anymore. So yeah.
Facebook?
My Facebook is Carlton Jefferson III. Sure. I mean, if anybody have any questions, you can reach out to me on those. I will do my best to answer. I have a YouTube too. I think it's Carlton. Like I said, I kind of grew away from the social media thing.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I feel like, and oh God, I'm not going to say that. But I feel like one day humans are going to wake up and say that social media was the worst thing that ever happened.
You're not going to get any argument out of me.
I just feel like that's going to happen. And I just had a lot of weird things happen on social media. Not in a bad way. Some people might consider it to be cool, but if they want to reach out to me.
Dude, I feel the exact same way. I think that it's...
That's cool, right? Like I can reach out to you.
I do appreciate that aspect of it, but like honestly, the only reason I use it anymore is basically to promote this. Get people's stories out there. But other than that, like it's nice to check in on a friend here and there. It's nice to see an update of somebody doing well or something like that. But other than that, like bro, TikTok, I hate.
I've never been on TikTok.
I never have either. I refuse.
Me too.
I fucking hate it because it's destroyed society.
Yeah.
Everything is about like a quick little 3-second serving, you know what I mean?
There's no individuality anymore. People are doing the same. Everybody's doing the same exact videos. I'm like, what is going on?
Me and Sarah experienced that with our travels because everybody in their Instagram poses, you know what I mean? They're like holding up these long lines of people trying to walk through an ancient site, and they're just, oh, hold on, and they're making poses. And is this one good? Oh no, hold on, I got to do another one. Like, bitch. There is 500 fucking thousand pictures of the same shit you're doing already online. What are you doing individual? What are you doing that's unique?
Yeah, there's no individuality. So everybody's just mimicking each other and copying each other. There's just no personality anymore. So.
Now there is a time and a place for it, and I think that there's some people that speak wisely on social media, some people that give good advice on social media, some people that are just genuinely positive and trying to make a good difference in the world on social media. So I do respect that. But there's the fuck if I'm gonna follow an Instagrammer. Fuck that shit.
No, I'm not. No, I mean, no disrespect to anybody.
Much disrespect to anybody. Don't be a fucking Instagrammer. That's not cool.
I literally, like I said, when you post a video, I try to share it. I literally try to support my people, right?
Same.
I just social media has some weird things happen to me on social media where, you know, people I did not know would be like, "Hey, I seen you and your kids on the internet." And I'm like,
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, from Instagram. So I'm like, I'm never posting on here again.
Yeah.
So like, and then, you know, I was getting some popularity on Twitch, and people would be like we're real friends, right? Like, and I'd be like, I don't know you like that.
Yeah, I never met you.
Yeah, like, and not saying that I can't make a friendship with somebody I never met, but just because we're chatting, you know, you're chatting on the chat room and I'm talking, doesn't mean that, you know, we're friends. And I felt like some people, you know, like what they call it like parasocial. I feel like some people get a little bit too caught up in it, and it's different. Like, I know you, we had interactions, like, you seen crazy stuff. You know, we have experiences. Like I said, you know, the first thing I said was me and Mark blame our nicotine addiction on you, right? You and Sarah, because y'all used to have the best hookah. Like, we have real life experiences. One of my baby girl Sugar was given to me from you and Sarah, right? Like, we have experiences and pictures of her with my children. I have a picture of Carlton riding on her back, right?
Oh.
Like, Sugar was I will never have another dog again because Sugar affected my life in that way.
Oh.
I loved her. That was my baby. You know what I'm saying? I just remember we used to drive around and she'd be barking at people. Yeah, like I never had to put a leash on her. She was one of the best dogs I ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, Sugar. As soon as y'all gave her to me, I think not that she was not. I think that she just really appreciated that personal attention she was getting.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm glad that she got to experience that. And let's clear up the record here. I didn't just give away one of my dogs.
No, I loved her. She loved me.
Beyond that, we had dogs in the house that she did not like.
Yeah, she was trying to
They were always fighting, and it was really hard to keep them separate.
Oh,
and so
I thought y'all honestly gave her away from me because she liked me. I thought y'all just gave it to me because she liked me.
Bro, I would never give a dog away.
That's crazy. I thought I was special.
Okay, well, you should feel honored that we thought highly enough of you to let you take her, but no, the main reason stemmed because her and Buddy were going to kill each other if we kept them together any longer. They were, every chance they got, they were at each other's throats, and it was really hard to manage.
Oh, she was. Don't talk about my. Did I ever see her happen? Sugar was the sweetest.
Bro, her and Buddy almost killed each other a couple times. Like, almost.
I remember Buddy too. Buddy was a sweetheart too.
We had to put Buddy down because he had cancer. It was fucking killing him. Like, he had a lot of life left in him, but he was being tortured by that shit every day. We put him through 2 surgeries and got him removed, and they just came right back.
So we had to put Sugar down too because she just basically had kidney failure. And I think I told Sarah. I know I messaged her and told her, and she asked me was Sugar happy? And I feel that Sugar.
How long did you guys have her?
We had Sugar. She only died. She died a couple years ago, like 4 years ago. Yeah, Sugar, 2019.
Shut the fuck up.
Sugar was.
She got a bit ancient.
She was a very spoiled dog.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was my.
We took one of your dogs too that you couldn't keep because of the apartment or whatever you were at, and Daisy. And oh fuck, I love that dog. Unfortunately, her and Princess got into it, and the size difference did not favor her. Yeah. And this happened. There was never any beef, so we never saw it coming. It happened while we were not home.
Okay.
And so we came home to that, and we're fucking devastated. It was gut wrenching. I love that dog. She was
I know that you guys are your dogs are your children.
Yep, 100%.
I've always noticed that, especially with Sarah. She took it to a whole nother. I learned a lot of how to maintain dogs from y'all too, but how to train them too. Like, Sarah treats her dogs like they're kids. She talks to them like they're kids.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
She knows Sarah. She'll just straight up have a conversation with them about what they did wrong and why. How they
I feel like the dog is looking at her like they understand and they're like, I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, but for real, they have this respect for her that they sure as shit don't have for me. So, it's a really cool thing, and yeah, I'm glad that we got to share that. You know, we got to take your dog, you got to take our dog, and
Sugar was I have so many stories about Sugar. She was beyond loved. She was spoiled.
That makes me feel good.
She
was a good girl.
She did not go out. You should be like, you want to go out? So she would go outside to use the bathroom, and that's it. She unless we took her, we had to force her to go outside.
Yeah.
She was so spoiled, and she was just she was a very good dog.
That's
it's
awesome.
hard. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to get another dog because of that.
I understand.
And so and Christian and Carlton, they want more dogs, and I'm just like I don't have it in me right now. So we'll see what the future holds. So
Yeah, you'll get there. There's lots of dogs out there that need homes that are good. They're going to be good dogs.
yeah, but it's tough. It's tough to
It is. It's really hard. But like, bro, I'm telling you, we've gone through it so many times already. But, then you think about what would your dog want for you? Your dog wouldn't want you to sit there and be lonely or turn another dog away because of how you felt about them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, maybe not Sugar. She didn't like other dogs.
She did not.
Yeah, she did not. She was like, I think she liked that solitude of being the only dog. And
Yeah.
everybody, she come in the room and then, hey, and
Yeah.
play with her, and she go to another room, and and
Yeah.
the kids were giving her table food, and so I think she liked that aspect of.
That's cool.
So yeah.
All right. Well, you've been super generous with your time, bro, and it's really good to see you and catch up again. I really appreciate you coming down and doing this for me.
No problem. Anytime.
And all the rest of you guys, you know the drill. Come back next week. We'll have another one for you. And this has been another episode of Ordinary Joe's Extraordinary Stories. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
How long have you been doing podcasts, bro?
A couple of years now.
You've always been a person that can just hop into any profession easily.
Profession?
Yeah, we said that. Like I said, we talk about you all the time. I knew, because the last time before you came to the labs, I knew you were working on police cars.
Yeah.
And we knew you had moved to Albuquerque because of social media. And
Okay.
me and Mark's always like, dang, James is always...
That's...